Good afternoon. My name is Zahan. I'm from Mumbai, India, and this is my application to the UMA Bootcamp program 2025. So, I'm a recent graduate of the University of Bristol in the UK in mechanical engineering, and in the next year, I'm going to be joining Cranfield University for a master's degree in advanced motorsport engineering. So, I'm going to start off by talking about a bit of my experience in motorsports till now, and honestly, the best place to start talking about this is the Indian F4 Championship with our very own United Motorsports Academy last year. And honestly, I never thought I could have learned so much in such a small time period. And over the couple of race weekends that I worked there, I was in charge of the pit stops, taking tire pressures, logging lap times, constructing spare wishbone assemblies, assembling the car bodywork components such as the engine cover, the radiators, the side pods, and I even got to assist with an entire engine replacement. And this taught me a couple of things. Number one being, I got a really good understanding of how these cars are actually set up and designed in the first place. And I also was introduced to the countless number of checklists that you actually need to go through before you can send your car out on track. And this was something that was very new to me. And I realized that even the smallest mistakes or the smallest thing missed can lead to very bad consequences. And so you definitely need to have your wits about you on a race weekend. I also worked a couple of weeks before that as a data engineer with JA Motorsport during the MRF 2000 series, and this was me really pushing myself outside my comfort zone as a mechanical engineer. I never worked with data before, but it really helped me find my love for data analytics and race engineering. And I was working with the driver coaches to analyze different races and compare different driving styles using the onboard video and the telemetry, and to see where each driver might be missing a couple of tenths and the different strengths and weaknesses of their respective driving styles. I was also introduced to troubleshooting car issues using the data, and I was monitoring engine RPM limits, the oil coolant temperatures, and so many other metrics after each and every session, just to make sure every car is running perfectly and we have no breakdowns during the sessions and there are no abnormalities at all. So that was my experience with single seaters, but I also wanted to expand beyond that. And so when I went back for my third year of university, I worked with a company called Westbourne Motorsport in the UK, and they run a bunch of series such as the Renault Clio Cup, the Mini Cup, and also a lot of historic racing series. And this really introduced me to working with a variety of different cars and gave me a good idea about how different cars from different eras are set up and how they can be compared and how transferable the skills are with the different amounts of electronic and mechanical complications in each of the cars. But more importantly, it also introduced me to the logistics of a race weekend, and I was also in charge of deloading the trailer, setting up the paddock, dealing with customers, which are also important parts of every single race weekend. And it's kind of the bit which is hidden behind the scenes, but it was definitely a learning experience, and one that I definitely hope to carry through whichever teams I work with in the future. Now, beside my work experience, I'm also very into research in motorsport, and by far the thing I was most proud of during my university days was my undergraduate research project, which was about vehicle suspensions, and my topic was trying to replicate the performance of semi-active suspension models using completely passive dampers. And this really made me realize my passion for research, and also taught me how to use simulation software such as Simulink and numerical optimization software and CAD design and so many other software that I hope to better my understanding of through the UMA Bootcamp program again. I also have a very good academic record, and I'm predicted the first to graduate with the first in July. Now, I've spoken a lot about my achievements and my work experience, but I'm very aware that a lot of people applying to this role will also have a bunch of similar amounts of experience. So what honestly I think sets me apart is a couple of things. Number one being my adaptability. And the perfect example of this is the race weekends in the Formula 4, where we went in knowing absolutely nothing, and within a couple of days, the team was running like clockwork. I didn't really even have to talk to my engineer to actually know what I needed to do next. And this communication was key and helped us run a smooth race every single time. And I also think my communication skills have also been benefited by the fact that I've worked with a bunch of different teams in different countries, so in Europe and in Asia. So I understand the differences between the teams, and I'm again very adaptable. I'm always curious and eager to learn more in motorsport. It's fair to say that motorsport is the reason I chose engineering in the first place, and I can't see myself doing anything else. So I'm definitely eager to learn a lot more in the subject. And yeah, this is definitely what I hope to get out of the UMA Bootcamp course, working with some of the most complicated cars in the world, and learning from experts. And everyone knows in motorsport, experience is key, so learning from experts would be an amazing experience. I also want to get an introduction to endurance racing. It's something that I've never gotten a chance to experience before, so taking part in something like the 6 Hours of Abu Dhabi later in the year would be an incredible and life-changing experience. Besides that, thank you for taking the time to listen to my application, and I hope to see you in the UMA Bootcamp program later this year. Thank you.